Fix the kanga bucket. I'm gonna refabricate the pinholes. It's a fair bit of work in that, and I do need the kanga because I'm actively using it. But hopefully I can do it in one day. I've got a bit of steel just here. It's 5mm by 50mm plate, and it's already got some holes in it, so I'm hoping I can utilise those if they're in the right sort of spot. I've got to cut the old ones out, which I'll show you in a minute, once I get bring the kanga in and turn it upside down. But yeah, that's mild steel. Might not be hard enough, it might still flog out, but they're designed to be not sacrificial, but they're replaceable, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so as you can see, they're fairly flogged out. I've got to cut them out and then essentially fabricate that little plate and then weld it back in. They're both the same, they're fairly hammered, and as you can see, the pin is also elongated or stretched, so I'm thinking I might be able to put another plate on top, which would probably take up a bit of that slack. Okay, I'm not really filming it very well, but yeah, I don't know. It's fucking too heavy to lift it. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get it off, tip it over and have a look, see what we're playing with. So that's the underside of that toolbar, and they drop down. I mean, they look shit. I might grind them up just to try and get rid of the burr. Yeah, that one doesn't look too bad. There's a decent bit of grease on them, so I'm not altogether that worried about them. But yeah, they're a different thing. They're completely flogged out. You can see I've sort of welded onto them before to try to give them a bit more body, but anyway, that's lived its life by the looks of it. So now I'll cut it out. Bleed all the hydraulic pressure out of it, because otherwise you'll never get the hoses undone. You also have to be conscious of the fact that it's hydraulic oil leaking, so I'll probably degrease it. I'll see how it goes. It's going to be a mission to tip it over. Oh, well, the pins actually came out pretty easy. So now we'll try to tip it over. Just got to try and keep these dogs away from it. So just before I go too far, I'm going to measure what the spindle size is, because pretty much from this point on, if I don't get those hard facing plates back in, or what I call the pinhole, I can't use the bucket. So let's say that's like 16 mil, 17 mil, 17 mil. That's a pretty big hole. So that's like 43 mil in between. 3. Length I can do whatever I want pretty much. They're going 40 by 40. So 40 by 40 by 5 mil. So that's out, and you can see it's sort of stretched the hole as well. But anyway, I'll fix that. So that needs a bit of a clean up, and then a new plate cut for it. So now time to do that one. So I grinded the mating surface where I'm going to weld it on both of them. It's not pretty, but it'll do the job. Rightio, so what I've got here is that's a 3/8 bit. I'm going to put that into my drill press and potentially drill them out. Potentially not. It's a pre-loved bit, but only one way to know, and that is to have a go. This needs some fucking WD-40 on it. Big time. Clear it. Tighten that back up. Fuck, but it did it. Yeah, I just went and checked, and that is ideal. So it's a lot of work on that drill bit, but I've got another one to do, so I'm just gonna fucking hold it. Just put a heap of that on it. Again. now I've got the other two plates cut and they're just sort of sitting there because I've got to figure out the right location for them by the millimetre. So what I'm thinking is, see how there's a big gap right there? I'm wondering if I don't put the plate on top. Like, I probably could have slid a whole other plate through. But here's another piece of the same stuff. I mean, there's daylight there, and I think that's creating a fair bit of slop in it. But there's still plenty of room to get it on. But in retrospect, that plate would have probably been better. But anyway, we're committed now. So if I put that in there and then drop that down, and then he's going to go there. Pretty much just a case of put a tack on it. Oh, look at the grease coming off it. All the grease. So I've had a look at it, and I think probably the easiest way to do it will be to turn the bucket back over and get the pressure to sit back on it how it's supposed to. Drop the pins down and then locate the pins where I've got to put them. I'll have to disconnect the battery off the kanga because I don't want to fuck any of the electrics on it. And then just tack it into place, and then at least then I know it's in the right spot. It's very sort of finicky because you don't have a lot of room to move, and the pins will only drop into it in the exactly right, 100% accurate. I've disconnected the battery and I've just got out the old Ross welder. I haven't got any gas for my Lincoln, so I'll just use the old flux core. And I only need to tack it at this point anyway because I need to really grind it and clean it up before I fully weld it on. And I have to do it in a similar fashion to how it originally was so that I can cut the welds again and replace that plate at some point. Like I said before, I don't know if I did or not, but the next time round I'll put a full plate all the way across the front of it and I can tack it on in a few different spots. It'll make it heaps more accessible, one, and two, just more strength. It'll fill that whole gap up. So anyway, I'm hoping this works. I don't know why they wouldn't have done it that way originally, but anyway, because there's like a 10-12 mil gap. So I'll take up half of that anyway. So probably didn't see any of that, but anyway, I've tacked it on. So now I'll tip it back over, grind it up. I'll probably have to do it twice, so just to make sure that after I've cleaned it and tacked it in place properly where I can get to it, that I can still get it back on and off. Rightio, so now I'll clean them up so I can get some decent welds on them. But that's what I was saying before, next time I'll just do a plate the whole way across here and then I can tack it on in a few different spots as opposed to just these two little bits. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's warped or what's happened, but it's now got a big gap between that plate and the underside of the toolbar. But anyway, that's what we'll do. So I got it back on. Still only tack welded, but it was a slight challenge to get it to go back in properly. So I'm hoping that if I go around and do a little bit of work, it might just sort of locate itself a bit better. There we go. So I took it for a test drive and where it should be. It went good. It's completely eliminated all the rattling and the jiggery fuckery of the bucket. It's not pretty, but it doesn't have to be pretty. It's a kanga. I use it down in the bush and moving fires and cutting down trees and digging holes and concreting and doing pretty much everything I do. But yeah, it's a super handy machine, and work like this isn't hard to do. I mean, this has taken me, it's probably taken me longer to, believe it or not, to work out the camera angles and shit than it has to actually do the work. So, and that's cutting the holes, cutting the plates, welding it in, removing the old ones. So it's not rocket science. Anyway, I'll weld it up and we'll call it a day. So there she is. That's the repair done, and the holes are good. They're about 2 mil bigger than the actual pin, and I've tested it and it all works. So I'll put it back together and use it. And now I've got every tool out still. So there's all the crap that I used: welder, sledgehammer, recipro, bits and pieces, pliers, drills, grinder, grinding discs, tape measure, drills, yeah, heaps of gear, saw stools, and then some random tools over the back there. And my rule is you pack up and you clean up as you go. So everything's done on the ground here. The old bits of metal and some wire I can see down there from the welder, and I'll clean all of that up because these fellas don't want to be walking around on bits of sharp metal and old bits of wire and shit. So clean up as you go. That's it. It's all done. Pins are in there good and tight. See it under there. Same deal on that side. Things right there. I think that's a far superior way to do it, because now it's taken up that gap. There was a huge gap here. And it's pushed the toolbar tight up underneath that rebate. So yeah, no, I'm happy. That's good.